He is a renowned warrior, a symbol of immense strength, and an embodiment of unwavering courage. But who is Hercules? What is the secret behind his legendary status? Hercules' journey began in the mythical city of Thebes. His father was none other than Zeus, the king of the gods, and his mother Alcmene, a mortal princess. However, from the moment he was born, he was destined for a life of both glory and suffering. You see, Zeus's wife, Hera, was not pleased with Zeus's infidelity, and since Hercules was the product of Zeus's tryst with a mortal, she vowed to make his life miserable. True to her word, Hera's wrath manifested itself early in Hercules' life. When he was still an infant, she sent 2 giant snakes to strangle him. But little Hercules, with the strength of a fully grown man, effortlessly killed both of them. This event was just a harbinger of the incredible feats he would accomplish in his lifetime. As Hercules grew older, Hera's animosity towards him did not subside. In fact, she tormented him throughout his life. During one of her more intense attacks, she drove him into a fit of madness, causing him to kill his wife, Megara, and their children. Consumed by guilt and sorrow, Hercules went to the Oracle of Delphi for guidance. The oracle advised him to atone for his sins by serving King Eurystheus of Tiryns for 12 years. These labors were designed to test Hercules' strength, courage, and determination. And let me tell you, they were no easy tasks. His first labor was to kill the Nemean lion, a ferocious beast whose skin was impenetrable by any weapon. Hercules managed to strangle the lion to death, and using its own claws, he skinned it. Each subsequent labor was more challenging than the last. He battled the Lernaean Hydra, a serpent with 9 heads that grew 2 new heads whenever one was cut off. He captured the Ceryneian hind, a sacred deer that was as swift as the wind. He brought back the Erymanthian boar alive after a long chase. And he even cleaned the Augean stables in a single day, a task that even the gods had deemed impossible. One of his most famous labors was capturing the Cretan bull, a monstrous creature that had been terrorizing the island of Crete. Hercules wrestled the bull until it submitted, and then he brought it back to King Eurystheus as proof of his victory. Another great challenge was stealing the horses of Diomedes, which were said to be invincible. Hercules had to outwit the giant who guarded the horses, and he succeeded, though not without great difficulty. Perhaps the most harrowing labor of all was going down to the underworld and capturing Cerberus, the 3-headed dog that guarded the entrance to hell. Hercules faced all sorts of mythical creatures on his journey, including Cerberus, and he emerged victorious each time. Finally, after completing the 12 labors, Hercules was granted immortality and a place among the gods. But sadly, his life was not without tragedy. After completing his labors, Hercules continued to have adventures, but he also encountered many enemies. One of his most bitter rivals was the centaur Nessus, who betrayed Hercules and led to the death of his beloved Hebe. Consumed by grief, Hercules sought solace in the river Styx, where he dipped his arrows in the water to retrieve them. He was unaware that the water was poisonous, and when he pulled the arrows from the quiver, they were smeared with the venom of the Lernaean Hydra. Not long after, when he dipped one of these poisoned arrows into the water, soon he felt the poison coursing through his veins, bringing unbearable pain. Realizing that he had been tricked, Hercules built a funeral pyre on Mount Oeta. And when his friends came to help him, he resisted their efforts and told them to leave him alone. As he burned, he looked up to heaven and called out to his father, Zeus. And because of his immense heroism, Zeus granted him immortality and took his son up to live with him on Olympus. Hercules' story may be a thing of myth, but the values he embodied are timeless: perseverance, courage, humility, and the indomitable spirit in the face of any challenge. He remains a beacon of inspiration for all who dare to dream beyond their limitations. So remember the tale of Hercules, the legendary hero, and let it be a guiding light on your own journey through life. Now, if you want to dive deeper into the world of ancient heroes and myths, stay tuned for more videos. Until next time, keep striving for greatness like the legendary Hercules. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.